Hello everyone, my name is Bruce and I'm a computer science student at University of Alberta. For this video, I'm going to talk about the project I've been working on for this semester and new updates on my project since my last demo video. Over the semester, I've been working on the backend feature of adding a new differ for Patience Diff algorithm. I started by reading about how Patience Diff algorithm works and trying to implement the algorithm on a Jupyter notebook. Then, since Patience differ falls back to a traditional differ in the end to get the final diff result, I updated Review Board's Myers differ to be Patience diff compatible. During my last demo video, I integrated Patience differ into the diff viewer and showcased how the diff result changes compared to Myers differ's result. Let's review the files again. So what I did was I switched these two code blocks. So the dependency error function should be at the bottom and the dependency warning function should be at the top. And let's see how Myers diff handles it. So as we can see here, Myers diff interpret the difference line by line instead of seeing a swap operation done by us. And let's see how Patience diff does this. Patience Diff managed to locate the whole block, but there are still some bugs in my last version. First of all, the diff viewer only shows insertion but not deletion for code block swapping. Since we did a swap, we should expect a red block showing one block is deleted and moved down here, but we can only see a green block. The second issue is we can see some skipping lines in the line numbers. For example, here we can see 9 jumped, the line number jumped from 9 to 56, and then line number here jumped from 9 to 28. And the third bug is notice that for some of the code blocks, the lines are not shrinkable. So for a big file like this, the differ actually sees every line as an interesting line and does not shrink the content. Thus, after the last demo, I've been working on tracing down these bugs and writing test cases to make sure these issues will be flagged in the future. And this is my final result. So as we can see here, there is a red block deletion and an insertion. The line numbers are now in consecutive order. And all the lines are completely shrinkable now. Also, to better document the Patience differ for future maintenance, I've been keeping a journal of my development on the way. There's two major parts, introducing the general structure, how I implemented my diff and the diff procedure, the class definition, and a debug journal of how I managed to debug all the bugs I found. Lastly, to make Patience differ better in the future, there are two things I have in mind. The first one is combine merge opcode into get opcodes to save computation. We currently loops through all the opcodes generated by the differ 2 times to make sure they are in ascending order and there are no consecutive opcodes with the same tag. However, this can potentially be done in one loop, which releases some stress for computing the diff. The second thought of mine is it would be nice to have a front-end toggle for switching to Patience differ. Currently, the only way to run Patience differ over Myers is by updating the code in the backend. However, we want to give users the freedom to run Patience Diff when they have sufficient time and run Myers Diff for large files. Therefore, I think it would be nice to have a toggle on the Diff Viewer front end to update diff methods. This concludes my demo video 3. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.